Ladies and gentlemen, we all dream of success. We all want to build something meaningful, a business, a career, a legacy. But let me tell you the truth, dreams don't work unless you do. And more importantly, they don't work unless you do it consistently. You see, consistency is not exciting. It's not glamorous. It doesn't look good on Instagram. It's waking up when you don't feel like it, doing the work when no one is watching, and staying disciplined when your motivation disappears. Because motivation, my friends, is a spark. It gets you started. But consistency is the fire that keeps you going. We often wait to feel ready before we start. We tell ourselves, once I'm motivated, I'll start working out, I'll start my business, I'll start reading daily. But motivation is unreliable. It's like weather. It changes every day. What truly matters is your commitment. You don't need to be motivated every day. You need to be consistent every day. The difference between people who succeed and those who give up isn't intelligence, luck, or talent. It's the ability to show up, especially on the days when they don't want to. Let me share something simple yet powerful. When you brush your teeth once for 5 hours, nothing happens. But when you brush your teeth for 2 minutes every single day, your teeth become healthy and strong. Success works exactly the same way. You can't change your life in a day, but you can change your habits, and your habits will change your life. That's the essence of consistency. Small, disciplined actions repeated over time. Simon-Sinek once said, "Working hard for something we don't care about is stress. Working hard for something we love is passion. But even passion needs structure. There will be mornings when your passion feels distant, when your dreams feel heavy, and your purpose feels blurry. On those days, discipline must lead the way. You must tell yourself, I may not feel like it, but I'll still do it." Because the secret to being consistent is not feeling good every day. It's doing good every day, no matter how you feel. Consistency compounds. It's like interest in a bank account. Invisible at first, unstoppable later. You won't see results right away. You won't feel proud every day, but keep showing up. Because one day, all those small actions, the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, will add up, and suddenly, you'll realize you've become the person you always wanted to be. Every great athlete, leader, and innovator has one thing in common. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They created it through consistency. You may not control your circumstances, but you can always control your consistency. So the next time you want to quit, remind yourself, backhand index pointing right, consistency is not punishment. It's preparation. Force yourself to be consistent, because the future you dream of is built by the version of you who refuses to stop. So, wake up tomorrow and do it again, and again, and again. Because greatness doesn't come from what you do once. It comes from what you do every single day. Be consistent, be disciplined, and watch your life transform. Motivation is a beautiful feeling, but it's temporary. It's like a gust of wind, strong for a moment, but gone before you realize it. Discipline, however, is the solid ground beneath your feet. Motivation says, I feel like doing it. Discipline says, I'll do it even when I don't. Think about it. The greatest athletes, artists, and entrepreneurs didn't reach the top because they were always inspired. They reached the top because they were consistent. When motivation disappeared, discipline took the wheel. There will be mornings when you'll wake up tired, unmotivated, and even doubtful. You'll hear that inner voice whisper, take a break today. But that's the moment when your future is being decided. That's the moment when champions are made, because success is never built on days you feel good. It's built on days you don't feel like it, but still show up. Motivation might get you started, but only discipline will keep you moving. When your feelings fade, let your purpose guide you. So, the next time you feel unmotivated, smile, because you've just been given a chance to prove to yourself that your goals mean more than your mood. We all want big results. We want transformation, but transformation is never sudden. It's a slow evolution built by small, consistent steps. A single drop of water doesn't create a river, but drop after drop over time it carves canyons. That's what consistency does. It shapes your destiny quietly, powerfully, inevitably. You don't need to work for 8 hours straight on your dream every day. You just need to do something small, something meaningful, every single day. Read 10 pages, practice your skill for 20 minutes, write 1 paragraph. These tiny steps, done repeatedly, will change your entire identity. Why? Because consistency turns your actions into habits, and habits define who you become. The problem is, most people give up because they can't see the results immediately. But remember, a seed doesn't sprout the day it's planted. It grows underground first, building roots. Your consistency is building those roots right now. Keep going. Small steps, repeated daily, create unstoppable momentum. And one day, you'll look back and realize the small things weren't small at all. They were everything. Everyone talks about goals, few talk about systems, but systems are where consistency is born. Goals give you direction. I want to lose weight. I want to write a book. I want to start a business. But systems give you progress. I'll exercise at 7 a.m. every day. I'll write for 30 minutes daily. A goal is a result. A system is a habit, and habits beat goals every time. The problem with goals is that they rely on the future. You say, I'll be happy when I achieve it. But systems bring happiness now because they keep you moving every single day. When you create a system, you don't have to think. You just do. It becomes automatic. That's what consistency truly means, not fighting yourself daily, but building a rhythm that supports your dream. So don't just set goals. Design systems that make your success inevitable. Let your daily routine become the silent engine that drives your progress forward. Remember, systems turn your someday into today. The loudest success stories begin in silence. Nobody claps for you when you're practicing at 5 a.m. Nobody notices when you study while your friends are partying. Nobody celebrates when you stay disciplined in the shadows. But that's exactly where consistency grows, in quiet, unseen moments. Every time you choose the hard thing over the easy one, you're strengthening your character. Every time you do what's right instead of what's convenient, you're building the foundation of greatness. People will only see your results later, your fitness, your success, your confidence, and call it talent or luck. But you'll know it wasn't luck. It was consistency. So stop waiting for recognition. Work in silence. Be proud of the unseen effort. Because the day will come when the world will finally notice, and when it does, it will be because you refuse to stop when no one was watching. The roots of every great tree are underground. So are the roots of your greatness. Stay consistent in silence. Your results will make the noise. Consistency isn't always exciting. In fact, it's often boring. It's doing the same thing again and again and again until you master it. The reason most people quit isn't failure, it's boredom. They want new, fast, thrilling progress. But true mastery requires patience with repetition. Every great pianist played the same scales for years. Every great speaker practiced the same words hundreds of times. Success hides in the boring parts of the process. When others stop because they're tired, you must keep going because you're committed. Falling in love with repetition is the key to lasting success. Because repetition is how excellence is built. You don't become great by doing something once. You become great by doing it right repeatedly. When you feel tired of doing the same thing, remember, boredom is the price of mastery. Keep paying it, the reward is worth it. There's a version of you, stronger, wiser, more successful, waiting in the future. And that version of you is watching your every move today. Every choice you make is either bringing you closer to that future or pushing it further away. When you hit snooze, when you skip practice, when you give up just for today, that future version fades a little. But every time you show up, every time you push through resistance, you bring that version to life. Consistency is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. You don't cross that bridge in a sprint. You cross it one step at a time, every single day. Force yourself to be consistent, not because it's easy, but because your future deserves it. You deserve it. Remember, success isn't built in one big moment. It's built in thousands of small ones. Every day, you're either building your dream or breaking it. So keep showing up, keep pushing forward. because one day you'll look back and realize consistency didn't just change your results, it changed you.